Hi guys, it's Amanda here from Faithfully Homemade, and today I'm going to go through my first graders work boxes for week 2 of homeschool. And first I wanted to quickly show you, this is his folder and this is where I'm keeping his like papers, assignments for the week. Here are his learn to read level fluency pages for the week, and then his learning math level proficiency pages for the week. He just uses these with dry erase markers. I will leave a link below where you can get these. I made these myself, and many of you have seen these in other videos. So these are the ones that he's going to be doing for the week. And then also I have just some worksheets in here. Some of them are from Rebecca and some of them are ones that I made with some of my curriculum. Here you can see, here's a page he did last week. This was from my early learners math curriculum. He did some addition last week. So I just have some pages in here that he already did stuck over on this side, and then I have his new stuff on this side along with these kind of just stuck in here. These are his spelling words. We're kind of doing a little trial run with spelling words, and I did buy the Rebecca spelling and poetry, so we're just doing the very first list, and so he already did a little bit of the first list last week, and we're still going to just stick with that first list because he's only 5, even though he is doing first grade. He's very young for first grade, and so, but I did kindergarten with him last year when he was 4, so I figured I'd just go ahead and keep moving him on up since he can do it. Also, I did pull out, I was doing Rebecca handwriting with him last year, and it just seems so hard for him. He doesn't have super great fine motor skills. Even though he's advanced in other areas, his motor skills and his fine motor is not super great. So I thought we would try handwriting without tears this year. I did not buy the actual curriculum. I just bought the workbook and then the little chalkboard that it comes with. That's all I have. But and I didn't do this with him last week, so there's nothing done yet. But we're going to try to start this this week. And then the other thing is I have a book here from Rebecca, one of the first grade books, and we read out of this, and he has already read, a handful of stories and pages out of it last week. So we just read out of it every day. So that is what we are doing with that. Okay, so getting to his work boxes. Okay, the first activity that I pulled out for him this week is rhyming word family activity. And we're working with short vowels since it's just the beginning of the year. And we're going to go back and review our short vowels. So this activity is kind of fun for that. It has these sentences, and then it has these rhyming word cards. So if I can get this out. And I apologize if normally in my videos I pause my video and kind of take out parts of it so you don't have to watch me getting everything out. But my camera broke. I'm so upset. And so I'm using a different camera, and this camera doesn't pause and things. So, but I will be getting another camera, and then hopefully we'll be back to normal. But for now, this is what I have. So what they would do is they would read the sentences. So, is Ted in his bed? And then they're going to look at the sentence, and we're going to find the rhyming words. So Ted and bed are the rhyming words. And then there's these cards, and then one of the cards will say Ted and bed. And he has to find the one that says Ted and bed. There it is. Ted in bed, and look at, he's going to feed the cat. So there's a cat on there, so he's going to feed the cat the food. So all of these cards have a cat on them, no matter what the sentence is. And then he's either going to feed the cat food, or he's going to give the cat a mouse. So that's going to be kind of fun, and it's all short vowel rhyming words. So you can get these in my kindergarten literacy curriculum, or you can get them separately. I'll leave links below to everything if you're interested. Okay, this one is another of one of the activities that I made. It's a sight word activity, and it's got this frog here that he can spin the spinner like this, and then whatever it lands on, so whatever sight word it lands on, he's going to cover that up on his mat. So if it lands on well, then here's the little guy for well, little frog for well, and he's going to use these. I have just, if you see in the bag, I have a bunch of little frogs, and he's going to cover up the sight word with the frog. So he will read well, then he will read well again on here, and he will cover it up until all of the frogs are covered up. If you don't have these little toys like I do, it also comes with flies, because you can feed the frog a fly. So when you go over the sight word, so here's the sight word with, if you spin it and he gets with, then he would look for with, and he would take a fly and cover it up. So because we all know frogs like to eat flies, so that's another option if you don't have a little toy to cover it up with. So that is going to be working on sight words this week. Then in here I have my Phonics Magnetic Fun Activity Set. This has all sorts of phonics activities in here, and they're all magnetic. Well, I made a magnetic because I put magnets on the back of all the pieces, but basically, so you don't have to make it magnetic, but I did. So these ones are like ending sounds. So bat, what's the ending sound for bat? And then what he's going to do is I have these, oops, they're falling out, numbers, and he's going to find the T, and see how they have the magnet on it, and then he would stick it on a mat. I use it on a cookie tray like this so that they stick, and he would fill these up with the ending sounds. And then I have all sorts of mats in here. These ones do syllables, which we won't be doing this week, but they're in there anyways. These are vowel sounds, so what's in the middle of 10, it would be E, and then we've got all sorts of just different vowel sounds. Here's another vowel sound one. Here's another vowel sound one. These are consonant blends. So I have the blend, and I wish I had these out for you to see, but these are the blend cards. So there's BL, so he would match BL here with a block. You can see that. And so on. He would match CL with clock. All the blends are in here, and they have magnets on the back. So anyway, he's going to be doing all of these. This is CVC words, so here's the word hat, and then I have the word cards in here, if you can see that. And he would have to find the word hat and match it up, and they've got magnets on there too. So he would find the matching words and match it up. So those are a lot of fun. And then the other thing I have in here are a whole bunch of making words cards. If you haven't seen these before, I made all of these as well. You can get them in a download off my website. And what he's going to do is going to be making words. So this is pup, and he's going to use his magnetic letters and make the word pup, and sit, and hot. Some of them are upside down, but you get the idea. This is run, and he would use his magnetic letters, and he's going to put it in there and make the different words. I have for all the different vowel sounds. So here's short I, pin, and so on. There's fox. So he's going to use his magnetic letters to go ahead and do those. Okay, the next activity I have for him are these easy sentences puzzle matching. And so basically it's just reading a sentence and then matching it up with a puzzle that has the picture. So let's see, his cat had a nap, so he would match it up here. I did a separate video about these new activity centers that I made, so you can check that video out. But this one just has a whole bunch of these puzzles, and it's just reading simple sentences and matching them up with the picture. So I really like those. And then I have another one for him to do. This one is a spin and read easy sentences, and so he's going to take the spinner here, and we're going to use like a paper clip and a pencil, or I did find that you can order game spinners off Amazon. They're really cheap, and I'm thinking of ordering a bunch of them up. But this one, we're going to use a pencil and a spinner, and he'll spin, and then whatever he lands on, like say he lands on a 5, he's going to read number 5 on this mat. It says Mike Will Pet Maps, and then he's going to use some sort of manipulative. For example, one of these, and he's going to cover it up, and then he's going to spin again. If he spins a 5 again, he can read it again, and then just put another one of these. These are just pom-poms with magnets attached, and he could put that on there and just keep going until his entire mat is covered and he's read all the sentences. And I have 3 of those mats in here, so we can do it, more than one day with different ones. So that's another activity. Again, you can get all these in the links that I leave below. And those are also going to be in my kindergarten literacy curriculum in the very last unit, which I am about to add, and my curriculum will be complete. Okay, these are these are actually absolutely free. So I'll leave the link below. You can get these off my website. They're a free download. And he's just going to make short vowel words. So this one is egg. So as you can see there, there's a whole bunch of them in there, and they're all just cut like that, and then they make the word egg. So there you go. So he's going to make those. Then I have another activity here. This is a sight word activity. I don't want to take it out of the bag, but basically they're going to have a card with well, I guess I'll show you. It has baskets. Okay, so they have these cards with baskets, and they all have a sight word on them. So this one's said, and then he's going to use these apple letters, and he's going to fill up the basket to make the word said. So as you can see in the picture here, he made the word have with the apples, and so he's going to do that with all these different sight words. Okay, then the next activity, I threw a whole bunch in here. This one is missing word sentence activity. So this one has these sentence strips, and again, he's going to be reading sentences, but he's going to be using short vowels. So he's going to read, see the blank in his den, and he's going to find the word card that goes in there. If I can get this out. Okay, so this one is sun, so that won't go with it. Oh, here we go. Okay, the blank is hot, so he would find the picture, or the word card, and he's going to put it on there, and then he'd find the picture, and he'd put the picture at the end. Just like that. You could do these in a pocket chart really easily. So, all of these sentences are really easy to read, and then the words are just all short vowel words, and then they got the matching pictures. So, that one's going to be fun. I'll probably do that one in a pocket chart with him. And then I left in here, we didn't get to these last week. These are word family cards, so we're going to be doing those again. I pulled out some ending sounds cards. These are from my all my phonics cards activities, and he's going to be doing those. So like bear, or what does bear end with? And then he can use a manipulative to cover up his answer, or he can use little clips. And I got a whole bunch of those in there. I showed you these last week because we didn't get to them. So if you go watch week 1 video, you'll see those. These are just blending and segmenting cards, and then these ones as well. So, and then underneath here, I just have some file folder games that we may or may not get to. I don't want to make this video way too long and show you everything, but remember, these are his activities for the entire week. So this video is going to be kind of long. All right, looking at his math activities, these are count-on addition puzzles, and basically what these are, man, this camera like does not want to focus, is where he learns to count on. So 3 plus 1 more, he already knows we have 3, so he just counts 1 more. 3 plus 1 more is 4, and then he just matches up the puzzle. And I like to pair these ones up with, well, that one isn't going to work, is it? There we go. I like to pair these up with manipulatives. So he's using his fingers, and it's a tactile way to remember how to count up. So we know we have 7, and we're going to count 2 more. So 7, and then he's going to use these, and he's going to put them on the pictures. So he's going to go 8, 9. 7 plus 2 more makes 9, and then he's got to find the number and match it up to the puzzle. All right. This next activity is addition, and it's got this mat here, and then it comes with these 2 dice, and he's going to roll them, and then he's going to add. So here he rolled a 3 and a 5, and he can use the pictures on the dice to help him add if he needs to. And so he's going to do 5, 6, 7, 8. And so then he's going to cover up the number 8 on his mat. I have little erasers here for him to use that are in a star shape, since the theme is kind of stars. and he can just use that to cover up. But obviously, if you didn't have that, you could use whatever you wanted to cover up. And you just continue rolling until all of his stars on his mat are covered up. So this activity is another activity in my Early Learners Math curriculum. Not sure if I mentioned that in the video yet, but that is from my Early Learners Math curriculum. Okay, so let's get to the next one. Next one is going bananas for sums, and this is another one from that curriculum. And it's another addition one because we've been working a lot with addition. And pretty much what he's going to do is it has a mat like this, and then there's a bunch of different cards. And it has number cards here. Those ones go here, and then it has the addition cards. So he's going to put an addition card there, 1 plus 5. And then he's going to use his little bananas to count. So he's going to put 1 banana over here, and then he'll put 5 bananas on these squares, and then he's going to count that. That would make 6, and then he's going to find the monkey with the number 6, and he'll put that right here. And then we'll just keep on continuing on with different addition problems. I've got a whole bag here of them, and we'll just keep going and going. Okay, one more addition activity that we didn't get to last week are these cards, and so he just has to go ahead and add the numbers up, and then when he finds his answer, so here's 4 plus 1 is 5, he's going to use a manipulative, and he's going to cover up the number 5 just like so, and he can just continue on with all of these addition cards. I like to have them use manipulatives, but you could also use clothespins to do your answers on those. Then I also have over here, I'm working on teen numbers, and so I have teen number charts here for 11 through 19. These come in my kindergarten literacy. No. This is math. These come in my Early Learners Math curriculum, and pretty much we're going to use these as to review the numbers. So we'll say here's the word 11, and then here's the number 11, and then you can count all of the spikes on the dinosaurs makes 11, and then here is a representation of 11. It's 10 and 1, 10 and 1. And then here is 13 is 10 and 3, 10 and 3, 13, 13. So we will use those, and then in here I just have some teen number activities. So like this one here, again, these are from my curriculum. You can get it, I'll leave the links below. This is the robot clip, so he is going to count how many robots are on the card, and then obviously clip his answer or use a manipulative to cover up his answer. Then this one is teen number center. This is a safari one, so there's going to be I did a separate video on all of these, so you can check that out. I'll try to leave a link below to it so I don't have to take everything out. But there's numbers, and then each of the kids in their like little safari outfits have a number, and then basically he's got to find the matching cards. So like this kid has a number 11, and then there's going to be either like a zebra or a giraffe or whatever that has the matching number 11. So as you can see there, this one has 12, but he would have to find the one that has the 11. And then there's also going to be one that has a number 11 like so with the base 10 blocks. So he has to find all the ones that match the number. And then we can just continue on with all different teen numbers for that one. Okay. Whew. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Okay, these are just magnets with teen numbers on them, and all I'm going to have him do with these is to put them in order. So here's 13, so he would do 13, and then he would do 14. You get the idea, 15, 16. Just putting them in order. And I only pulled out the teen numbers for this week. What else do I have in here? I have a number tracing. So in this one, he's going to use a dry erase marker, and he is going to trace teen numbers. Actually, I think this was already open. Was it open? Yeah. So pretty much, he will take out a card. Here's the number 18. he can count the 18 bugs, and then he can use a dry erase marker to trace the number 18 and so on. Okay, I won't spend too much time. I didn't get to these last week. These are just number words. So trying to get him to associate the picture with the number word, and so he can go ahead and use a manipulative to cover up his answer with these ones as well. So I just threw those in there. And then I have, let's see, and then the last thing I have that I'm going to show you is these are some more of those, sorry, my camera. I'm so not used to having this camera and not having my other camera. My learning math level proficiency sheets, I cut them up. I cut some of them up and made them into activity cards, and so that's what's in here. And they're just like all sorts of random different, obviously because each sheet has 4 different skills, so there's just different skills in here. And I just threw all the cards that I had made and in there, and I can just pull them out and we can just go ahead and do them. He uses dry erase markers on these a lot, or this one says color the box with the greatest number. Instead of coloring it, he could just use a manipulative if he wanted to. So here, looking at this 60 family, 69 would be the biggest out of the 60 family. For these ones with the clocks, he would have to use a dry erase marker to write on them. But yeah, this is just another option if you didn't want to use the sheets like I have shown in other videos where I put them in plastic sleeves. This is another option where you could make them into cards. And I only did that with level, I think these are level B. So I only did it with level B, and I made some cards. So threw those in there. And then just the last couple things that are in here. This is a map from Becca, and we're just going to use it to practice a few little counting things because it's got teen numbers on it. These are some cards that I didn't get to last, not cards, puzzles that I didn't get to last week with him. And these are, we're going to make some teen numbers with these little things here. But I don't want to make this video way too long. So that is it, guys. Whew, I made it through. That's everything for my first grader this week. And we will see you next week. And hopefully I will have my old camera fixed and ready to go so that my videos are a little bit more streamlined. And all right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.